Hey guys, this is Miss Doak, and we are now at Module 2, Lesson 16. This is our book review, okay? So hopefully you have read The Secret Garden, you have figured out the main ideas and whether or not you like it or not, and if you would recommend it to somebody. So now is your time to kind of pretend like you have a blog or some sort of like maybe you could have like a YouTube channel or something and you are influencing people about books to read, okay? So kind of pretend like that's where you're at, okay? And you're writing a book review. Okay, so this is not just like a book report, it's different, okay? So pay attention to kind of the differences, all right? So your job is to write a final draft of your book review. Your book review should include a summary of the novel. Well, good news. If you did Lesson 14's Dropbox, you can just copy and paste that thing into the paragraph for the where the summary goes, okay? So that's not going to be your whole assignment, but it will be part of it, okay? You also want to have information about your author, your opinion of the novel, a recommendation for the readers, okay? So this is kind of your chance to say that you do recommend it or you don't recommend it, okay? You can choose either way. So think about your audience and make sure that your voice, your style, and your tone of your voice is appropriate. Okay, so remember to be objective. Don't be a hater. Okay, whether or not you like it or you don't like it, try to be respectful of the author. And try to make sure that what you say is appropriate to be turned into school. Okay, this is you shouldn't have a super informal tone of voice here. So look at the words that you're using and how you're speaking and make sure that it's appropriate, okay, for the audience. All right. And then a logical organization of your sentences and paragraphs. So you might be a little bit confused about maybe the order that you should write everything in, and I'll show you my suggestion for that in a second. And then last but not least, proper spelling, capitalization, formatting, and punctuation. So, you can use electronic resources like Grammarly, Spellcheck, whatever, to check your spelling and your grammar, things like that. But you can also use a peer, like ask if you are friends with someone in class and you can email it to them, that's fine. If you have a older sister, older brother, or a learning coach that can help you, then ask them. If you want to email it to me and come to Life Help, we can also look at it, okay? So then turn in 3 documents, okay? And I'll show you those documents as well. So you want to actually turn in your final book review, your About the Author graphic organizer, and your Organizing a Book Review graphic organizer, okay? So all of those are worth points. So if you're looking at the rubric, so 10 points of it is going to be your summary. You've already done that, so you should at least have 10 points. Your author information and your opinion and your recommendation paragraphs, those should all be 3 separate paragraphs, okay? And that's 12 points total. So you want to have, it says include all 3 of the following elements. So remember, a paragraph should just have one topic. So if you have 3 separate things that you have to include, you need to have 3 separate paragraphs, okay? Do not give a messy hamburger mushed all into one nasty, like, thing, okay? Remember, burgers have parts just like papers have parts, okay? They have to be separate to make it something that you want to read or see, things like that, okay? So just remember the burger paragraph thing. One topic per paragraph. All of the information helps the reader decide whether they should read the book. So yeah, you want it to be clear and something that's attractive to your reader to help them like really decide. Remember, talking to your audience here, use appropriate language. So organization, that's just like how you actually structure your paper, okay? That means you want to have, this is a good word here that you want to pay attention to. Transitions, okay? So that means words like first, comma, and then your next paragraph could be like next, comma, or third, comma, and then finally, comma. Those types of transition words help your reader to understand that you're moving on to a new topic here. You're going to another paragraph, and it also helps you to kind of to know that it's time to move on to the next part of your paper, okay? It helps you kind of connect your ideas together but still keep them all separate. All right, and then conclusion, okay? You can have a conclusion paragraph where you really just summarize everything, okay? You summarize your whole paragraph and help people to remember what you were talking about in the first place and what kind of the main idea is of your paper. Your planning documents, okay? This is 6 points, all right? So if you don't turn in the planning documents, you will lose 6 points automatically, okay? Warning. All right, follow the rules of spelling. You can have 3 errors to still get 6 points, but try your best to check those. And if you have a rough draft that you wrote first, maybe get somebody to help you edit that and then go back and write a final draft, okay? It might take you a little bit of extra time, but you know what? It's worth it so that you can grow as a writer, okay? It's worth it. You want to be able to write clearly so people can understand what you're trying to say. Okay, graphic organizers. You'll have the About the Author graphic organizer. This was actually from lesson 13, okay? There's a whole lesson about how you can learn more about your author and like why you should learn more about your author. And it will just help you kind of walk through that whole process if you go to lesson 13, okay? But I included the graphic organizer here for you. And then this one is lesson 15, I believe, or lesson 16, I can't remember, but it's either lesson 15 or 16. It has this graphic organizer, but I'm attaching it here for you, so you don't have to go searching for it. But it's kind of like an outline, but it's just a graphic organizer. So it really helps you kind of think about each part of your paper. So I would really use this like an outline, like where this is your first paragraph, then you go next to this paragraph, third to this paragraph, and then next to that paragraph, and then finally you have your conclusion, okay? So you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, and they're all about a different topic. Look at that. So hopefully that will help you understand what to write, okay? I'm also going to show you this because, well, so let's start at the top. Type it to get full credit. Turn in the book review of The Secret Garden, the About the Author graphic organizer. You're organizing a book review graphic organizer. And so I have the assignment, the rubric, graphic organizers, and then down here, okay, this is just helpful stuff that